Hello, Coventry. It is good to see all of you again as we wind down our summers and get ready to kick school off next week. I wanted to send a quick video out and speak to all of our families about our back to school night event, and then talk a little bit about what you can expect next week when school starts, because our drop off and pickup procedures are going to be changing. So first, with back to school night, we ask that families come between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. The evening is an open house style event for all of our families, although there is a new family orientation session for K through 5 families. Our lower school will do that at 6:05 in the chapel, and for our upper school families, grades 6 through 12, that new family orientation will take place and start right at 6:55 again in the chapel. And so we hope that you'll come out and be with us this evening if you're able, get to see your teachers and your classrooms, but we do ask that you do not arrive until 6 p.m. So that we are ready to greet you when you get here. The PTO is going to have a table set up in our courtyard, and so please do stop by on your way in or on your way out. We want you to interface with them, hear about some of the plans that they have for the school year. They will have a swag store open for those of you who would like to get a Coventry Christian apparel item as you come back to school this year. And so please stop by the PTO table there in the courtyard. When all of you get to campus, we are ready to start using our new parking lot. It is not paved yet, but it is usable as a stone parking lot. Unfortunately, our paving has been delayed until mid-September, but the parking lot is usable. And so most of our parking is in the rear of our campus. And so when you pull in, if you've not been here recently, you go straight ahead to the back of the campus, and there's a large stone parking lot back there. Please look at the attachment in this email to show you where the lines should be, because since it's not paved yet, there are no lines marking the parking spaces. So we ask that you try and use the parking lot as it has been designed, even though the lines and the asphalt aren't in place yet. So after you park, you'll come into the courtyard, which is between our two buildings. There's a gate there, and so we welcome you through that gate, which will be propped open, and our PTO table will be right there as you come in, and then you can make your way to the appropriate place based on what age and classroom you are going to be using this school year. There will be some parking in the front of the building, which you can use and come in through the front doors, or you can use the small parking lot just after you pull in on the left and come in here at the secondary and head of school suite entrance. But most families will need to park in the back stone lot. As you enter, we do want to remind everyone that we are actively under construction, and so please be careful. Please, especially those of you with little ones, keep a hold of their hands as you go through the parking lot. All of our sidewalks that we are going to be using will be in place. We anticipate for the first day of school. We have concrete pours scheduled for Friday and Saturday of this week, but there are still some areas that are framed up but not yet poured. And so we want you to be careful around those construction stakes. We don't want anyone tripping or getting hurt. So please be careful as you enter. We're happy that our sidewalks are starting to get poured here around campus, but we're not quite done yet. This week we've got a few more pours scheduled. You'll also notice as you come in that there is a temporary fencing that has been erected in the courtyard so that courtyard stays secure on the first day of school. The permanent fencing is scheduled to be installed actually next week on Wednesday, but we wanted to get that temporary fence put in place there to secure our courtyard for our first day of school. So you'll see that that's temporary. It looks temporary, it is temporary, and that permanent fence will be installed next week. As you arrive, make your way to your classrooms unless you're attending the new family seminar, and then once you're done, you can leave again. Again, it's an open house style for back to school night. I want to transition and talk a little bit about our arrival and pickup procedures, and attached to this email are several things. One is a Pick My Kid outline with a couple of links to training videos so that all of our families are comfortable with Pick My Kid prior to the first day of school. And then in addition, there are two campus maps that show our parent pickup loop and then our bus drop off and pickup loop, which are not the same. And so this year, as many of you are aware, all of our K through 12 students will be arriving at the same time. Whether you're in kindergarten or 12th grade, we have a single start time this year. And so we do ask for your grace as we work through the first couple weeks of new routines and we get settled in. It's not going to be perfect the first couple days, but we hope that within the first week or two, we'll get things smoothed out. We've done a lot of work in planning to try and make it go as efficiently as we possibly can. But we are going to need your grace and cooperation as we learn these new routines, because we have 500 K through 12 students to get dropped off in just a 10-minute window. And so we need all of you to work with us to make that happen. So when K through 12 students are coming in, if they come in on the bus, they're going to be dropped off on our south curb, which is along the preschool and chapel side of the building, just as they always have. So bus students won't notice any differences this year. They're going to get dropped off at the same curb line that they have been dropped off in the past. But if you're bringing your children, so if your kids are coming in for parent pickup and drop off, parents will not loop around the front of the building. Parents, you will stay straight and go to the back of our campus and make a loop in our parking lot and drop off along our north curb, which is the new curb that has been installed along the park side of our campus. And so we will have parents and buses dropping off at the same time. After the buses drop off, they'll pull around, they'll merge into the parent line, and everyone will go back out on the north side of the campus. When families are exiting our campus during drop-off and pickup times, we need everyone to turn right out of our parking lot. Because we're going to be bringing, and we have a lot more parking lot to use now with our new campus design, we anticipate everyone will be able to pull in without any issues. And so we won't need to have parents loop around the block anymore as we have in years past. Everyone will be able to come onto campus. Where we anticipate there being more of a traffic jam is families leaving campus. And so in order to get everyone out in a timely fashion and not get backed up, we need everyone to turn right out of our parking lot. And so for some of our families, that will be a little bit inconvenient. You can go down a couple of blocks, make a left and turn around, or go up to the traffic light and use an alternative route if you're trying to go north out of our campus. But we do need everyone to turn right out of the campus so that we don't have a traffic jam as people are leaving. When you come in the afternoon for pickup time, we're going to do the same thing in the afternoon that we're doing in the morning. The buses will load on the south side of our campus, and parent pickup will take place on the north side of our campus. And we will be doing parent pickup and bus pickup simultaneously. And so our goal this year is that our dismissal process is going to get consolidated down to hopefully just a 15-minute window from 3:10 to 3:25. And we think that by loading buses and parents at the same time on opposite sides of the campus, that we're going to be able to pull that off. Again, it'll take us a couple of weeks to get our routines down, and so we ask for your patience and grace with us during that time. But we're excited about being able to speed up and expedite our dismissal processes. And so that should be a big positive change for us this year. For preschool families, I want to speak to our preschool families very quickly. You will continue to use the south curb to pull up, park along the curb, and take your kids up the preschool ramp. We will no longer have preschool or extended care families coming in here at the office entrance in the corner as we have been at the end of last year and over the summer. We will return to preschool parents using the curb. You'll be able to park right along the curb, get out, go in and get your students, and then pull out. And so what that means is that the driveway along the south side of our campus, where we will be doing bus loading, bus unloading, and preschool parent drop off and pickup, that lane is going to be a one-way lane. Even though it is wide enough for two-way traffic, we're going to use that as a one-way lane from the front of our campus to the back. And so you'll pull in if you use that side of the building, you always go out the back parking lot around on the north side to go back out again. So preschool parents, you will return to using the preschool ramp side of the campus to drop off your kids and then pick them up in the afternoon, and you'll be able to park right along the curb. But what we do ask is that no preschool parent come between 2:45 and 3:15, 3:20 and park there while we're trying to get the buses. We don't want preschool parents getting caught. So if you do need to get your preschool child in that 30-minute 2:45 to 3:15 window of time, we ask that you park in the back parking lot and walk in from there. That way we can maintain that curb line for our buses and not get in their way. So that's a quick overview. Again, please look at and familiarize yourself with the attached pictures that show those lanes and those routes in our parking area. You can start using that side of the campus as of this evening for our back to school night. If you're coming, you can drive anywhere in our parking lot. Even though it is still stone, it is fully usable at this point. And so we are grateful for your patience with us as we try to wrap up this construction project. Once we get an exact date for laying that new asphalt, we'll let everyone know, because for a couple of days there, we're going to have to work around the asphalt crew as they put the new parking lot down. And so that'll have some changes. But we're ready to go for the first day of school next week. We're looking forward to having you with us at Back to School Night, and I hope that you all have a great day, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.